being able to pursue dreams. If you don't have your health,
Yes.
you can't pursue a dream because the only dream is get well.
Yeah, or survive.
Yeah.
Chasing your dream. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 54. Hello, welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Kristi Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. Chasing the dream. It's such a great statement. Do you know that a lot of things like people's goals or things they want to accomplish in life start with a dream?
Yes.
You know, even in the Bible, God provided dreams to people to tell them about their future.
Yes.
That was kind of cool. We were reading about that this week, weren't we?
Yes.
So anyway, today, this is going to be a little bit different podcast episode because we're going to talk about how you pursue a dream in the context of how you pursued one of your dreams and really ultimately came up with this show and the business that you have.
Yes.
And so we're going to be talking about this. And if you want to find out more information about how to chase your dream, we're just going to tell you right now to go over to hunt4wellness.com and click the blue connect button. We'd like to talk about your dreams with you.
Yeah.
Because we know when we talk about mind, body, and spirit and wellness, everything is connected.
Absolutely.
And, you know, when you are in a good, healthy state of mind, I think that's when the dreams really come. And when you can think clearly,
yes,
right, about your future and what you'd like to do with your life. And, you know, we're in a time right now when things are in a turmoil all over the world.
Yeah,
you know, there's all kinds of crazy events going on. And just like even at home, you know, your prices of things are going up. You know, it's getting harder to, you know, live on the pay that you already have or the budget that you already have. So this is when I think a dream could really come in handy for some people. I mean, wouldn't it be great if you could figure out a way to get a few extra $100 a month even?
Yes.
It'll help you buy one more tank of gas, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, speaking of mind, body, and spirit and being able to pursue dreams, if you don't have your health,
yes,
you can't pursue a dream because the only dream is get well.
Yeah, or survive.
Yeah.
Right.
So, or if the finances are really limited, you feel like I can't even pursue any other dream.
Right.
I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times, just specifically with finances, you may have, whatever your situation, your finances may be limited, and you may be so stressed out about it that you can't even dream about what would it be like if I could not be in this situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's what we want to talk to you about, because we want to help you get past those things that are limiting you and give you a bright hope for the future.
Yes.
You know? So let's start off. Let's talk about your kind of dream of what you wanted in life, even, you know, rewind the tape a little bit and how you got to where you are now.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, long time ago, I had a dream to own my own business to help people.
Yeah.
And I became a nurse, and my plan was eventually to become a nurse practitioner. Actually, when I was in college, that was my dream. And then when I finished college and became a nurse, I was like, I am so tired of school. I don't ever want to go back. I guess I'm not going to do that nurse practitioner dream.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to be a nurse because I'm sick of school. And then I worked a while and injured my back. And so as I was deciding, I can't do this hospital nursing like I've been doing it.
Yeah.
I can't do that for the next 40 years. So what else could I do? And so I was writing down everything I loved to do and enjoyed and wanted to have in a job, and figured out that's a nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to go back to school. But I loved going back to school because I'd had a break from it.
Yeah.
So my mind was in a better place and I was refreshed. I actually loved every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought what I was going to do is own my own nurse practitioner clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't. I had kids. My heart was calling me home to be home with my kids. So I went home. I quit.
Yeah.
I quit work.
Yeah.
And we had enough money that I could do that. So that wasn't a problem. But my kids pushed me into natural health because they had some health challenges that I was trying to solve. And I've shared about that previously. And I loved natural health. Mm-hmm. I absolutely loved it. It's like solving the problem down to the root, mm-hmm. and supporting the body fully with good nutrition and healthy supplements and essential oils. So now I don't want a clinic anymore. I don't need a clinic. I love wellness a lot better than sickness. Right. It's much more positive and inspiring.
Right. Yeah. I remember back when we first got married, I said, if you could do anything you wanted to do, I remember, wanting a clinic, but even also, it wasn't about starting a clinic to make money. It was helping people.
I do. Yeah.
And so you can help people a lot of different ways. But in your case, it was, at that time, it was Western medicine, correct?
Yes,
But talk about when you discovered Young Living, it really wasn't for the business part of it, right? Because there is a whole business element to the Young Living company.
Yes, there is. No, what I just found, oh my goodness, this is helping my kids breathe easier, breathe better. We were using medication, and we're not opposed to medication because there's obviously a time and a place for it, but we didn't want to be dependent on it. Right. And so we were able to, with lifestyle changes and using essential oils and supporting our health, improving our health, changing our diet, we were able to improve our kids' lung health so that they didn't need any of those medications anymore. They were much healthier overall, and they have been, and we all have been.
Yeah. And what's kind of neat about the Young Living business opportunity, first of all, several of the people on our team, when they first started, they were trying to solve their own health problems or help someone in their family. I'm not interested in doing the business part of it at all. But when you have an experience with the products, you use them yourself. And in fact, all the successful people are the ones who use it themselves and have a success story. And then they simply go out and they can't help but not share it with other people. And then when other people, I have issues, and here's some products that you can try. And then those people have success stories. And, the way the company works, you get rewarded for that. You get referral fees. It's kind of like I used to teach business classes, and I always ask the people, what is the best form of advertising that you can do? And they all would say, well, the best source of business really is word of mouth.
Yes.
And think about this. You go to a restaurant, you love the restaurant, and the restaurant's not even paying you to tell other people. You just naturally go, oh, look, we go on Instagram, look at this, steak I got. And, so that's kind of the business. It's kind of being an influencer in the natural health field, where you're just sharing your personal experiences and those of others around you and helping people in the meantime.
Yes. Well, that's me.
It's a simple business.
That was me. Yeah. I was so excited by how these essential oils help me and my kids. I just started sharing with all my friends.
Yeah. And it was interesting back then, because I'm kind of a business guy, and I'm going, well, what's the business and how do they get paid? You go, I don't know. They just keep sending me checks, which is kind of a nice thing. So it's not like a traditional thing where you have a quota and you have to, meet this sales goal in order to, get this kind of bonus and stuff like that. There's so many ways you get paid that it's pretty incredible. In fact, if you go over to hunt4wellness.com and click on the blue connect button, we'd like to share the business opportunity with you. And it's not something...
And the income disclosure statement.
Yeah, you can see how much money you can make and all those kinds of things that, people who are interested in making money want to find out. But I'd say like 95% of the people that do it because they just love the products and they want to tell other people about their experiences.
It's so good. It really is. And another piece of a dream that I had from long ago when we got married is I wanted to work together.
Yes.
I really was kind of sad that John would go to his job and I would do mine.
Yes,
and I'm like, other people are getting the best part of his day, and I wanted to work with him.
And work with some of your best friends.
Yes.
That's what's kind of cool also is that as you develop a business, you can pick who you want to work with. You don't hire anybody. You have no employees. So you don't have to manage anybody. You don't have to hire anybody. You don't have to fire anybody. You can just work with your friends and, do things like parties and stuff like that where it's really actually a fun business and it's people connecting with people and it's just really some neat things.
I love people.
Yeah.
I love helping people. I love health.
Yeah.
And feeling good.
It checks all those boxes, doesn't it?
It really does. And you can have a dream that's a destination, like I'm going to get to a certain level or a certain place or want to be somewhere, or it can be a journey. And really, this is both.
Yeah. Well, I know one of your financial goals is just to help fund our retirement.
Yes.
Some people, they just want a, car payment or they want, their house paid for and they use the business for that. Maybe the spouse is working and they have this as a little side business. Some people put like 1-2 hours a week and that's it. You can choose hours you want. I mean, that was one of the things in your old job. I mean, you had to work some nights, you had to work weekends. I mean, there's all kinds of things in the nursing field that, don't line up with the typical.
Well, that was working as a nurse in the hospital and then working as a nurse practitioner. I mean, it's day hours mostly, but I was away from my kids, and they hated it, and really I hated that too. And what I love about working this business is, I'm working. It is definitely still work. But it's work I really enjoy, and I can do it on my time and the time that works for me. Yeah.
Well, for many years when you weren't working in the clinic, you were homeschooling our 4 kids.
Right.
And so you put a little hour here and there into the business, and that's what's great. No one's going to call you up and say, Kristi, you didn't show up for your job today.
Right.
It's because it's not a job. It's a business, and it's something that you can grow. So you start small. You put the little acorns in there and before you know, you've got a big bushel of them. And that's what's kind of cool.
Yes.
You can take as long as you want and as little as you want. Of course, you hear the people who, in 5 months they've raced, but they've pretty much given up everything else. You don't have to give up your life in order to do this as a side income.
And we don't recommend that.
Yeah. It's not healthy. We would be not promoting Hunt4Wellness.
Right.
What are some of the other benefits of owning your own business? I mean, whether it's Young Living or any business, I mean, there's some great things.
Well, time freedom. I mean, I've been able to help take care of my mom, who's 94, and I know that her health is better because of Young Living products. And I've been able to take her to appointments and physical therapy and things like that. I've been able to be there with my kids, homeschool my kids, take care of my granddaughter.
Yeah. Well, too, even with your mom, there was that period before she sold her house and had to move into the independent living. There was a couple months where I don't think you even worked the business at all, or if it was maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but you still got checks because it's a residual business where you get ongoing income because of work you did 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
And that's another neat benefit of it. It's not like you put in 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour.
Right.
You don't put in an hour, you don't get paid.
Right. So we've been able to really through the business fund 2 of our daughter's weddings and go to South Africa as a family when we were just a family of 6.
Yeah.
Go to Utah for another family vacation, funding that, and do lots of other things.
Right.
You know, get more health care, do massages regularly, and raindrops, and
hired someone to clean our house.
Yes,
free
and
up
I
some
have
of your
an
own time.
assistant
Yeah.
to help me do the things that I want to do.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And she's great. Thanks, Micaiah.
Yeah, and you know, also tax benefits. There are a bunch of tax benefits for owning your own business, because basically that's what you're doing. You're owning your own business, but you're not being required to, you know, put in X number of hours or even make any money. You could lose money and still, and it actually would be a tax advantage, but we don't promote that either.
No.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the other things I think about with this opportunity is that there's really no income ceiling. So if you want,
Right.
you know, if you want to make that extra $200 a month to make, you know, to buy this, to do your massages or whatever, that's fine. And no one's going to criticize you for that. And that's your deal. If you want to earn a 6-figure income and, you know, you're obviously going to require more time working, but you can build that as well. And no one's going to stop you. No one's going to say you can't do that.
Right.
You know,
right.
that's the thing. You can always decide what you want to do, and it's a real flexible. And the other thing I really like about it, it's very positive.
It is.
So there's, you know, the products are great. The company has an incredible story, how they sustainably farm. They make their own products, the seed to seal promise, which we've been into on other programs. You know, check that out. But you know, those are things that make this company a little bit different. And, you know, sometimes people say, well, that's, you know, network marketing or multi-level marketing or whatever. That's just a modality that can be done a lot of different ways. I've looked at a lot of businesses. Obviously, I was in, you know, business marketing. But what it really is word of mouth marketing, you know, like we talked about earlier. And it's done in a way where it's focused around products and not around trying to sign up as many people as you can. That's probably the main difference I saw in this one. A lot of the other companies, you get rewarded and paid for signing up as many people as you can, whether they need the products or not. Here, the products drive the business. In fact, you don't even have to stock products. You have no inventory. When you share with somebody, they go onto the website, they order their own, it gets shipped to them, and, you know, there's nothing else you really have to do other than occasionally check in with people, help them, you know, on their journey. They're going to want to do that because you've helped them. And it's really, I mean, the cost to get into it, you know, cost of a McDonald's franchise is several $1 million. Mm-hmm. But they know that within, you know, 4 or 5 years, that McDonald's will produce enough money to make that multi-million-dollar investment. Here, you know, your investment's probably under $500, you know, depending on what you want to get for your order, because you're basically ordering products for yourself. And then, you know, there's a few other things involved with that. But, you know, you can sign up and just, you know, buy the products for yourself and share once in a while and get an occasional check. It really is. I mean, it's very flexible.
You can do whatever, how much or little as you want. But there's other benefits too of this Young Living business. For one, connecting with people and getting new friends. Helping people. There's a team to work with, and when you reach certain levels, you can go on these retreats that Young Living pays everything for. I've been on the silver retreat and the gold retreat. You keep learning, which I love. I love learning. I love growing. I love developing as a person. I feel like my confidence has increased. I've improved my boundaries. I have less fear. I've had to overcome things, and it's either like, am I going to overcome things or am I going to just stay the same?
Right. Also, you don't need a nursing degree.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, a lot of jobs, where did you go to school and what, you know, and you don't have to have any formal training or a degree. You get trained on the job, basically.
Yeah.
And you have a team around you that'll help you
as
do
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing. It's just been such a blessing to me and our whole family and to others. And you can help your friends actually improve their health which is so cool, and also help them improve their financial situation.
Right. Yeah. There's all kinds of benefits, financial, health. I mean, there are multiple. So what we'd like you to do is go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click on the blue connect button, and then we can connect by email, by phone, just show you the basics on it. Again, it's not a very complicated business. Anybody can do it. Really, anybody can, and
that wants to.
And it really starts with your own health journey and your experience with the products. So, maybe your first step is just, if you've never tried a product before, you're going to want to try a product and say, is this legit or not?
Yeah.
Right? But, you're not going to have to attend 100 meetings and do this and that and the other thing. It's literally get the products, try them out, have an experience, and go at your own pace.
Yes.
It's great. All right. Well, hey, anything else before we take off?
Well, we're here to support you, and we'd love to work with you. We'd love to talk to you if you're, if you want to know more.
Yes.
We're happy to talk and give you more information and see if this is a right thing for you.
Yeah. And maybe you can chase your dream.
Yes.
All right. Well, this episode of Hunt for Wellness brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for great wellness. Check them out at waterdistillers.com. And now I got to go because I want to go chase our dreams some more.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time on Hunt for Wellness.